Alright everybody, welcome back to UFTA, and now we're going to be talking about what actually happens in UFTA. And so we're going to call this How to Fix Your Schmuck Ups. UFTA's full of errors. You play it and you're striving for perfection, you're trying to do the best job you can, but honestly, the human element takes over, and you're like, well, schmucked up. So... this is what we're going to be talking about, and it is kind of important because if you address your schmuck ups, if you at least recognize the circumstances that arise, and you can if you take preventative measures, then you can improve your game at UFTA. I don't play this because I'm good at it. I play this because I'm not very good at it, and I'm always trying to learn something new, right? That's the point. Right? That's why it's a valuable experience. So, how do I catch my schmuck ups? How do you catch your schmuck ups? Well, the way to do this is fail a lot, the way I have. But no, the first thing you can do, the first thing on our radar, the most common thing that happens in UFTA, as far as not catching a mistake before it happens, is you're failing to harvest when you have a second action. And so, what does that mean? It simply means that you're not taking advantage of the rules that are in place in the game that allow you to score, basically, or improve your odds or chances of scoring. Okay. So what's the common schmuck up? Here's a great case where let's say, here I'm also going to give you examples of conditions that arise that lead to the more common mistakes, right? Okay, so this grower has bounteous fields full of goodness. Okay. They have so much ready. They're going to bring it in. They're going to do everything they can to reap the benefits of a big harvest, right? So look at this wonderful bounty we have. Everything is cultivated. Everything is lined up in a row. We're ready to score big. We're ready to take those liquidation funds off. Whatever it is we just rolled, it's a productive farm roll, right? Let's say a 5 was rolled. So far, so good. So we're looking good. We have a high tunnel in place. That's also noticeable, right? And now we're ready to do our turn. So I'm going to bring my harvest in. I got beans, I got corn, And so maybe at this point, you pause and you say, hey, wait a minute. So this is probably where the schmuck up is going to happen. And it's because I have a lengthy harvest. Lengthy harvest takes a little while to process, right? I'm going to do this. I got to count all this stuff. I got to figure out what my score is. I got to figure subsidies, right? I got to dole out subsidies where needed. And then I have to turn these, I got to do this, I got to flip these fields back over because they do a reset, and I have to replace everything in the bag, right? Well, as you can imagine, that takes a little bit longer to do. And so here I am. I've got all this stuff. I did what I needed to do. I've come to it, and now, ready for schmuck up number 1. What I do is I say, wow, good job. I turn my fields over, I scored. Hey, it's your turn. Right. So, obviously you can see, well, I shot myself in the foot, proverbially speaking, right? Because I have another turn. I didn't take advantage of it. And moreover, if you do that, there's nothing in UFTA that says you have to complete 2 actions. You do have to do at least one activity or one action on your turn. Well, that's what I did. Then I handed the dice over, the die over, and so that's the end of my turn, right? Well, I just forfeited another turn. I had a huge opportunity. I just scored huge, and I could take advantage of the resource shop. But because I forgot to finish the second half of a 2-action die roll outcome, I forfeited that extra opportunity to score. And so that's something I hope you notice when you're playing. Try to get into the mindset that yes, you're scoring, yes, it feels complete, but you're not done yet, right? You're not done yet. Okay, so what we do, obviously, is we take back this die roll, we say, hey, I'm not ready, I'm still playing here, and then we make a nice, wise purchase, or continue crop production, or again, we'll check that list of actions and activities available before we're ready to pass the die, right? Okay, so common schmuck up number 1. All right, common schmuck up number 2. And what do you think that might be? Well, it's along similar lines as of number 1, and that is simply that you fail to take advantage of the opportunities that present themselves when they arise, right? So here's a common one. I just scored, let's say, hey, I rolled a 6. 6 is a wonderful number. It's a productive farm roll. So I'm going to be productive on my turn. Hey, let's just disc and plant something. That's going to be 2 actions. I get my money back. And it's your turn. All right, so can everyone see what the schmuck up was there? Yeah? Well, I messed up because, I rolled a 6. And by now, if you're an experienced UFTA player, you really should know that if you roll a die roll 6, you have the opportunity to go on sabotage. You go on the warpath, the campaign, and then you can see what other people have, and you can ask them, hey, do you want to give up whatever that thing is? I'm going to sabotage it. Or that leads to negotiations where you might be able to pick up a useful item from them as well, right? So, schmuck up number 2, failing to take advantage of opportunities. Along those lines, we'll move on to schmuck up number 3, which is failing to take advantage of the resources that you have, right? Here I have crop insurance, high tunnel, I have an adversity card. So now it's my turn again. Let's say, let's do die roll. Die roll number 2 is a perfect example, okay? So I rolled a 2, like so, right? Rolled a 2, what can I do on die roll 2? Well, I can move stuff in the market, or I can pay for an adversity card. So here I'm going to pay for an adversity card. I'm going to see what it is. Then I'm like, okay, well, I'll decide to keep it. And then, that's it. I think I'm done, right? Okay. Wait, what? You're saying to yourself, wait a minute, where did you mess up? Like, where did I make the mistake, right? I bought the card. I did exactly what the die roll said. Well, die roll 2, you gotta know your explanatory card. Comes with the game. Read that explanatory card carefully. If you read everything that it says, you'll notice that die roll 2 allows activities to take place. Not simply, I did what the die roll itself allowed, which is I bought the card and I didn't play it. But now I still have activities available. And what are those? Well, on this particular die roll, I just totally ignored it all. I can, because I own the high tunnel in this particular case, right? High tunnel's valuable asset, valuable resource. I could plant a crop right now. That's an activity, right? It's not an action. So I can do that. Then I could, let's say, maybe I should liquidate some funds. I got some marker tokens sitting over here. I'm looking at this card. Maybe I can play it on others, right? I'm scanning the field. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to liquidate. So there's 5 tokens coming off of there. So I've liquidated those funds, and now I have another activity. Why don't I play an adversity card, right? So now I'm going to play the adversity card on someone, right? Let's tractor repair. Hey, notice with the tractor repair, you know, it's got a little bit of special exceptions, right? You have to actually give it to the person that you're playing on. They withhold it, and then they play it on their turn, so we know that it is in fact a lose a turn. They gotta repair that tractor. Okay, so again, those are common examples of not taking advantage of the opportunities, maybe not understanding the rules, where you can do activities on your turn, so long as they're different. And if you don't do that checklist of actions and activities on your turn, you are, you're inadvertently shooting yourself in the foot. You are hindering your own ability to score big if those opportunities arise. All right. So that takes care of a very, remembering which activities are available and which die roll will definitely help you become a better UFTA player, right? And that's what I want. Okay, next Schmuck Up. And this involves just budgeting, but yeah, failing to budget, you only have so many tokens. This is sort of it's a pretty manifest, it's evident. It's plainly evident, I don't have enough tokens, let's say, to bring these wonderful crops to harvest, right? In this particular example, look, I have 3 items growing out here in the field. It's going to take 2, 4, 6, 8 more tokens to bring that to fruition. I only have 6 tokens, right? So it doesn't matter how many times I use the high tunnel from here on out. I am going to be lacking funds, and I'm going to have to do a tractor return. Now, if I had budgeted a little bit better, maybe I wouldn't have put 3 items out here, right? Like, why would I want to do that? I shortchange myself. I'm going to run out of tokens, and I'm going to absorb a major penalty, incur a major penalty because of failure to budget properly, right? I don't want you to do that, and I certainly don't enjoy doing that. So that's where a little bit of math comes in, just basic stuff. You just have to, look at your personal budget and see what is and isn't available, right? So yeah, in this case, I don't have the funds at this particular point, and so I have to gotta rein it in, and I have to be a little bit less robust, a little bit less eager to go out there and be on a spending spree, right? Okay, so that's another very common Schmuck Up. Failure to budget, properly assess risk. All right, now we'll go to the next Schmuck Up. Probably the final Schmuck Up, but we'll see, unless I think of another one. There's ample opportunities, right? So, what's another common Schmuck Up? Well, what happens is, you attack the wrong party. What is it? You bark up the wrong tree. Nobody wants you to do that. In UFTA, I certainly don't. And so you have to assess who has what available resources. Over time, when you get a little bit more experience, you'll be able to recognize immediately who has what items and then what you can and can't do as far as going on the attack against them. So here I have an adversity card, right? I got flea beetle attack, it's looking good. Remove 2 crops from the field. Figure out who I want to bring the attack to, but I have to look carefully at their assets first. Flea beetle attack, organic sprayer in this corner, that's going to be repelled, right? Then I look over here, I see they have the farm crew, but if you check this card, if you're ever uncertain, you should just check the card, see what you can and can't do. So I see they have a farm crew. I say, I'm bringing the adversity card. It doesn't matter, right? So in this particular case, remove 2 crops from the field. And in this particular case, I only have 1 item that can be removed via the adversity card, and it's this market token that's sitting on top here, right? So they lose the marker token. Notice that they don't lose the adversity card itself, right? Because they didn't play it. So they get to keep the card, but now it's vulnerable. The next time it goes around, they're gonna perhaps lose that card. Okay, so that was a case of successful using the adversity card. Over here though, here's where the Schmuck Up happens. I'm like, oh man, I got this card. You gotta get rid of your stuff. And then they're like, I have the organic sprayer that protects me against flea beetles. And so, oh man, Schmuck Up. So now I have to show them my stuff. They get to do a tractor return, they look at my stuff, and you kind of know the rest, right? So again, failure to recognize the strengths and weaknesses of your opponents can lead to, a less than optimal strategy in Uftda, right? Because you always want to do what you can to understand what they do and don't have in the way of defending themselves, right? Okay, those are most of the major issues. If you just go through this list in this video and you tackle each one of them, you're going to find that your Uftda game is going to improve vastly if you take into consideration all of these common failures and do your best to alleviate them before they arise. Okay, so I hope that helps you out. I hope that gives you a little bit more to think about on each turn. And yeah, I hope to see you next time, and enjoy playing Uftda. All right, thank you very much, and yeah, have happy holidays, everyone.